she's rushing me. Just be seated, please. Thank you, Ricky, the bride's dad, who escorted her. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Albany House on the happy occasion of Angela and Martin's wedding. I hope you all had a good journey and are looking forward to enjoying the day. A special welcome to guests who have travelled particularly long distances to be here today. The bride and groom greatly appreciate this. I've just heard we've got someone from Canada here. My name is Sophia Semple. I'm a registrar within the District of Fife, and I'm delighted to be conducting the wedding today, not just because it's Martin and Angela, but because I've just returned after a 6-month sick leave. I had acute labyrinthitis and vertigo. For a while I was deaf in one ear, and it reminded me of the Glaswegian who only had one ear. And he was in a pub in Glasgow and somebody says, "Can I buy you a pint?" He says, "I've got one ear." So he never bought him one. Now, that's a Chick Murray one. At this point, I would normally say a wee bit about the bride and groom, how they met, the proposal, etc. But these two haven't told me anything about themselves. I can only assume from this that they're either very shy or you know all about them. I do know that Martin and Angela are here today because they are in love and wish to spend the rest of their lives together. What is marriage? Marriage is dedication. You give yourself, your life and love into the hands of the one you love. You do so trustingly and generously. By the same token, each of you receives a gift, the life and love of the other. When two people pledge their love and care for one another in marriage, they create a partnership which binds them closer than any spoken or written words. Marriage is a promise made in the hearts of two people, which takes a lifetime to fulfill. Mark Twain once said that a marriage makes two fractional lives a whole. It brings to two questioning natures a reason for living. It gives a new gladness to the sunshine, a new fragrance to the flowers, a new beauty to the earth, a new mystery to life. More lovely and meaningful words. Marriage does not consist of gazing at one another, but in looking outwards together in the same direction. I think this reading sums up how Angela and Martin feel about one another. I belong in your arms. Finally, I have found a place into which I fit, perfectly, safely and securely, with no doubts, no fears, no sadness, no tears. This place is filled with happiness and laughter, yet is spacious enough to allow me the freedom to move around, to live my life and be myself. This wonderful place, which I never believed existed, I have found finally, inside your arms, inside your heart, inside your love. I should like to begin by giving a short explanation of what is involved in marriage before a registrar. I am a registrar authorised by the Registrar General to conduct civil marriages throughout Fife. Martin and Angela are now about to marry one another in accordance with the law, in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses. Before doing so, however, I must impress upon them the solemn and binding nature of the declarations which they are about to make. According to the law of Scotland, marriage is a union of one man with one woman, voluntarily entered into to the exclusion of all others. It is not to be entered into lightly, but with the mutual love, respect and understanding essential for all true and lasting partnerships. It is a way of life that all should honour. Marriage means loving and caring for one another through both the good and difficult times as you face the future together. The necessary legal preliminaries for your wedding have been observed. I have to ask you, Martin and Angela, to make the declarations which are required by law, by which you accept one another as husband and wife. Angela and Martin are here today to declare their mutual bond to one another. You have all been invited to witness this event because you have, in some way, touched the lives of these two people. They will make their vows today surrounded by a network of family and friends to support them and share their happy day. Will you all stand please while the declaration is ended? Angela and Martin, will you face one another please? As a token of the union into which you are about to enter, will you join hands? Martin, do you promise to be a loyal and loving husband to Angela, to have and to hold her from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Angela, do you promise to be a loyal and loving wife to Martin, to have and to hold him from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Your ring. A circle is a symbol of the sun, the earth and the universe, of wholeness and perfection and peace and love. It is worn on the third finger because of an ancient Greek belief that a vein from that finger goes directly to the heart. This ring marks the beginning of a long journey together. Wear it proudly, for this is a symbol which speaks of the love you have for one another. Martin, will you place this ring on the third finger of Angela's left hand and repeat? Angela,
Angela,
in the presence
in the presence
of our families
of our families
and friends,
and friends,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a token of my love
as a token of my love
and commitment.
and commitment.
I choose you
I choose you
as my wife.
as my wife.
Angela, will you repeat? Martin, in the presence of our families and friends, I accept this ring as a token of my love and commitment. I choose you as my husband. Please be seated. I think this is an appropriate point to have a reading written by our national bard, Robert Burns. She asked why wedding rings are made of gold. I ventured this to instruct her. Why, madam, love and lightning are the same. On earth they glance, from heaven they came. Love is the soul's electric flame, and gold its best conductor. Angela and Martin, by loving and caring for one another throughout your marriage, you will make it possible to share all that life has to offer. For love has no limits to its endurance, no end to its trust, and its hope will never fade. Love will be received with as much understanding as you give it. Judge one another not with the mind, but with the heart. May you grow together through all the experience life has to offer, and always be thankful for the gift of each other. Martin and Angela, I am delighted to pronounce you husband and wife. Martin one's actually supposed to wait till I tell him to do that. Now, we've heard what marriage is. What is love? Sooner or later, we begin to understand that love is more than verses in Valentine's and romance in the movies. We begin to know that love is here and now, real and true, the most important thing in our lives. For love is a creator of our favourite memories and the foundation of our